Hey guys, this is Drew from How Was It Movies, and today we'll be looking at the new Divergent movie, Allegiant, and asking the question, how was it? Allegiant is the third movie in the Divergent series and stars a stellar cast of Shailene Woodley, Theo James, Octavia Spencer, Jeff Daniels, Naomi Watts, Miles Teller, Ansel Elgort, and Zoe Kravitz, just to name a few. It's the story of Shailene Woodley and Theo James and their friend group. They make it out of Chicago, outside the wall, to find this new civilization that they didn't know was there but had been watching them all along. And at first it seems all great, but then some shady stuff happens and you don't know if you could trust these people. You don't know if they need to go back to Chicago or not. I'm going to start off with what I liked about the movie. The movie has some cool sci-fi elements. It does a good job of building this dystopian future with this utopia outside the wall. And the weapons are cool in it. I like sci-fi weapons. I'm a big fan of sci-fi. Another thing that's good in this movie is that the acting's good for what they're given. Shailene Woodley's going to be a superstar, so she's great in this movie. Theo James is pretty good in this movie. Miles Teller, he has some pretty funny moments in the movie. And then Jeff Daniels, sometimes it seemed like he was phoning it in, but sometimes it didn't. So I was iffy on his performance. And then Naomi Watts and Octavia Spencer were good as always. Now I'm going to get into some of the stuff I didn't like about the movie. My biggest issue with the movie is the script. I think the script is pretty bad. There's some things that are just laughable with what they're saying, and some things just don't make sense. It's predictable. You see everything coming from a mile away. I don't know if it's the source material. I never read the book, so I don't know if the writers had much to go on. But there's some moments where I was just sitting in the theater rolling my eyes at what was going on. Another thing that I didn't like so much was the direction. There are some parts I liked. Some of the shots he did of the action were good, but there's some shots where he's just trying to be too over stylistic, doing 360 spins, slow motion, upward angle shots that just don't need to be in the movie, and it just kind of takes you out, like thinking, what are you doing here? And then, like I said before, the movie's very predictable. You see things coming from miles away. All the twists and turns, none of them surprise you. It's just a typical young adult movie now. It's like every other one. It's pretty much Hunger Games Part 6 or whatever, or Maze Runner Part 4. It's just, they're all the same now, and they're getting pretty predictable. For my final verdict, I'm going to give this movie, it was bad. The script and the direction were pretty poor. The only thing that saved it was the action and some cool sci-fi moments that at least kept me interested for some parts of the movie. You don't really need to go out and see this one in theaters. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Drew from How Was It Movies. Please hit the like button. And if you want to see weekly videos from me, hit the subscribe button. And then you can check me out on Twitter at Mojo5210. Thanks.